Hey everybody, this is the Aggressively Medium podcast with Lee and Josh.
Hey dude. Hey.
Hey.
It's episode 32.
Yeah. I don't. Maybe we're just like low testosterone or something this week.
I got some low T.
I'm just give out.
And it's Monday.
It's Monday. I have no concept of what day of the week it is. It's either a work day or it's one of my off days, which is another type of work day.
Right.
But I appreciate everybody who is currently listening.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're trying, I promise.
Yeah. We had a comment last week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was going hard on the jokes this week or something like that.
Oh, yeah. You went out of your way to come up with them jokes.
Yeah. It was some good jokes. I got you good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
Well.
So if you're listening to us, you can find us on Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn, and YouTube if you want to watch the video portion.
Yep.
Also, if you have anything you want to say about what's going on this week, or things that maybe you want us to talk about,
I want people to ask us questions.
I would like some questions too, like, hey, what do you think about
whatever
this specific? Yeah. But if you want to do that, you can call us, text us, leave us a voicemail if you're going to call. 205-523-5934. So now that's out of the way. Also, we never talk about our businesses. You have a grilled cheese food truck.
You've got a clothing company.
I've got a clothing company, mammothclothing.co. Everything's on sale right now. So
yeah,
get it while you can.
Cheese Louise, Tuscaloosa is our handle.
Yeah.
We sell food to drunk kids.
Just drive around till you smell grease and keep going in that direction.
Yeah.
And it's either from the truck itself
or from my face.
I was going to say like oil, like as in like you're
motor oil?
Leaking oil. Yeah.
Probably. My transmission's messed up.
Yeah. So how was your week?
It was good,
Tell
man.
me about your week.
Busy.
It wasn't too good. Your truck broke down.
It didn't break down. It's just it won't go past first gear.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's broke.
It's injured. It's hurt. It's not down.
Okay.
Because the mechanic said I can drive it some.
Good.
So we're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
But drove to Marion, Alabama yesterday, which is about 60 miles away.
Yep.
And back in first gear. So that was cool.
So how fast is that?
40.
Gosh.
At best.
So it took over an hour.
Oh, it was well over an hour.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. And then didn't stop moving for a solid 3-4 hours.
Nice.
And then drove it back going 40.
Yeah.
Down the highway.
Just sounds like a great day.
Threw my flashers on. And we put it on down the road.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but it's in the process of getting fixed. And by that, I mean, I called a mechanic this morning.
Yeah.
So it'll be better, but we can limp to and from different places. So we'll be fine. But it never sits well when the main thing that pays your mortgage is not working properly. Yeah. That's never.
It's never a fun time.
But I can still make sandwiches.
Yeah.
And we can still get to the places we need to get to.
Well, I know.
Oh, yeah. My daughter took her first steps unhelped. I did this because that's how she holds my fingers and walks. This isn't some weird
I figured
sign.
That's just how you walk.
That's sign language for walking.
Looks like
is this right
gang
here?
Sign for walking.
Might be. I don't know. But
who knows?
Yeah, and I wasn't giving everybody the bird either. She just holds my middle finger. But now she doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Well, she still does. She's taken a couple of steps.
Oh, yeah.
She's not good at it yet.
You're not going to be...
She's on her way, though.
She's not climbing Mount Everest after her first week of taking a few steps. So.
I don't know that. I've got about 4 more days. She might be able to.
She might be able to.
Yeah, but no, she walked for the first time, which was very cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a big accomplishment.
It is.
Yeah.
She's closer to a person now.
Yeah. She's closer to being out of the house.
Yeah. Next up's toilet.
Yeah.
Or talking.
Yeah.
Next up's talking. Like actually saying words other than baby words.
That's true.
But yeah, she's walking. It's pretty cool.
Anything else?
I'm gonna
Just
teach
put that
myself
on
how to
vibrate.
put silent.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the life of a small business owner, man.
Yeah, I know how it goes. So we went.
Yeah, what'd y'all do this week?
So we went camping on Friday night. Went out in the van.
Gross.
It
Oh,
was
so y'all
fun.
just went out in a
It was-
hotel?
No. No. So we went camping. We took Jason with us. He had a lot of fun. It was his first experience.
Where does he
doing
sleep
that.
in the van?
Underneath the bed, like in that little go-between.
Yeah.
There's enough.
You'll
you can
stuff him
put like
behind
a-
something?
Yeah. Yeah, we just put him in a cupboard. Nah, there's like a go-between underneath the main bed. And so you can fit a sleeping pad down underneath there and then made him a little bed.
So y'all, it was basically like y'all bunk bedded.
Pretty much, yeah. Absolutely. I kept hearing his head hit the bottom of the bed in the middle
he'd
of the night.
lift up and hit it?
I guess so.
Yeah.
But I woke up at one point and he was turned all the way around from the way that we put him in the bed.
It's a tight little spot in
It's
there.
a tight little spot, but he's a little guy. So
He is a little guy.
I wouldn't expect you to be turning around in there.
I don't
but
think I'd fit
somebody
in it,
who's,
first off.
you know,
He's smaller than
a
me.
60th of your size could probably turn around in there pretty easily. But I heard him hitting his head a couple of times. So I got up at like 2 a.m. to use the bathroom, and I looked down there. He was completely turned around and at the other end of the bed, and it's like a king size bed. So that was quite a ways to travel and sleep.
And when you say bathroom, you mean you went outside?
No, we got a toilet inside in the van.
Where do you pee in the van? It's a,
In the toilet?
but do you have like a cover or like a draw,
No.
like a wall or anything?
You just sit down and pee. What?
I'm picturing it. That's funny.
It's like a small camp toilet that you just slide around.
Do you put it in a seat?
No.
You
You
just,
put it in between the seat and the cabinets.
and you just
Sure.
TT'd
Yeah.
2 feet from other people.
Yeah.
It's your wife and your kids, so I guess it's not that
Yeah.
crazy.
It's not like I'm out there with random other adults.
I'm just trying to picture if Meg woke up and you're hunched over this little duty toilet.
It wouldn't be anything new to us.
That's funny.
But then on Saturday, we went to a place that apparently coronavirus does not exist.
Where's that?
Tanny Hill State Park.
Well, no.
At
They haven't
trade
slowed
days.
up on trade days at
No.
all.
Trade days, there was maybe 1,000, 2,000 people there,
Yeah.
and maybe 2 of them had masks on.
Why don't you sell your mammoth stuff at trade
I was
days?
thinking you should go up there with a food truck. Honestly, they got there's only like 3 or 4 places to get food up there,
Those people aren't eating
and there's
my food.
1,000 people.
They're not eating my food.
They might. You'd be surprised if they eat your food in Marion.
Yeah, to college students.
Yeah, that's true. The Institute.
We didn't go to the city hall or like the strip mall.
Well, speaking of COVID, I thought this was funny that
it's a myth.
that Nick Saban tested positive
On Wednesday.
on Wednesday, and then the NCAA said you cannot coach unless you're at the actual stadium. And then they came back and they were like, actually, he has had 3 negative tests now. So I'm not fully convinced that he didn't have it this weekend when he was coaching. Like, they were like, you can't coach. And he was like, I'm coaching.
Everybody's fine.
Well, most people are fine. Some people are dead.
Well,
So those people aren't fine. But I just thought it was funny how it was like the NCAA came out with that and said no coaching over Zoom, no none of that. You have to be on the field or in the stadium to coach. And he was like, all right, I don't have COVID then.
or he had a false positive to begin with,
Could have. Who knows?
which is very likely. Or it's not crazy to
no,
think.
it's not crazy to think that he had a
Yeah.
false positive.
Yeah, because it's a lot more likely that he had 1 false positive than 3 false negatives,
Yeah.
or
But
that they
do you think
or they
there's-
filled out their own paperwork.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
There's
Oh.
not a realm where Coach Saban wasn't like, you're
Yeah.
going to say I got a positive test today because I'm not missing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't miss a day to coach.
I don't know why they wouldn't just put a plexiglass little room up in the press box, and he has
Well,
a headset on.
I was thinking that too, but then I guess
because offensive and defensive coordinators and stuff
up there.
all the time are up there.
Yeah.
The whole like that's where they're at.
Or, I mean, they could just like one of the boxes. I'm sure some like crazy Alabama fan would just be like, yeah, have my box for the week. I don't care, Saban.
Yeah.
Like you can coach.
They could have blocked off a quarter of the stands and he could have ran around, done whatever he wanted to do.
He could.
They only had 20,000 people there.
So somebody sent me
quarters of the stadium.
Somebody sent me a Snapchat because they were at the game. Kyle Cabo.
Yeah.
He
went to the game?
Yeah, he was at the game.
He doesn't ever go to Bama games. He's been to every Alabama football game. Not this home
year.
game. Not
this year.
But not home games.
Yeah.
All of them.
But so
since I've known him.
He sent me a Snapchat and then I sent him a text back. I said, did the students leave before fourth quarter again? Saban's going to be pissed.
Yeah.
It's just a joke.
That's funny.
Speaking of college mascots.
Oh, yeah. This is our last
week.
First round.
Yeah, first round of College Football Mascot Deathmatch.
Yep.
So this week we didn't have enough time to put the mascots up on Instagram
for votes.
But I don't think there's going to be a ton of
we'll see
in-betweens this week. But if there are, what we'll do is we'll put those few up. If we have a disagreement, if me and you have a disagreement, we'll put that up on Instagram. After the fact to get...
Let y'all tie break it.
Yeah,
before we start the round of 32.
Exactly.
Right. With that being said, let's kick this thing off.
First up is...
the University of Texas versus Rutgers University.
Wow, you didn't do these in any kind of order then.
No, I didn't.
Fantastic.
Well, you asked me to do something. I did it.
Halfway.
They're all up there.
So, Texas versus who?
Rutgers, the Scarlet Knights.
Okay, so...
the Texas Longhorns.
A longhorn, a big actual longhorn versus...
a Scarlet Knight.
Like a knight in shining armor.
Yeah. I know.
I'm going knight.
Yeah, I'm picking knight.
That's an easy...
Yeah.
I feel like...
Bull will get you, but a knight will get you too.
A longhorn will definitely get you.
But
if you're...
until that longhorn turns those horns into swords...
Yeah, and he's the Scarlet Knight was riding around on a horse, so he has like a horse and
I'm going knight
armor. Yeah, so
all you that was a 1/16 seed upset. Texas was the number 1 seed of this bracket, and they just got beat by.
I don't even know what seeds mean. So
they go in the ground and make trees and stuff.
Yes. So there was 16 of those for the Longhorns.
No, the Longhorns had 1 seed. The Rutgers had 16 seeds.
Oh, so they were supposed to win if they had 16 seeds versus 1.
Sure, for you, yeah.
If you had 16 seeds and only had 1 seed,
what if they're poisonous seeds? Now you're carrying around 16 poisonous seeds.
Yeah, that I can throw around at your 1 poisonous seed. I'll beat you.
Well, it's not, yeah, okay. Well, Rutgers wins anyway.
Okay. So next up,
Vanderbilt Commodores versus the NC State Wolfpack.
Okay, so we have
an old school British naval captain versus a wolf.
Yeah. I'm going wolf. Because, like, granted, he's a British naval captain.
He probably has a sword and a...
So, in none of these pictures am I seeing any type of
weapon. I know.
I
know. I'll give you Wolfpack. I don't want to, but I'll give you Wolfpack.
But like one man versus a wolf, I don't care what branch of the military you're in or what rank you are in the military. If your
wolf dog hybrid went rogue on you, do you think he'd kill you?
Him or an actual wolf, because he's way smaller than a real wolf. A real wolf is huge.
If you don't know, this shocked me. Somebody told me to Google like a wolf.
Oh yeah.
Within the past year, I was blown away by how big wolves are.
We'll put a picture up of an actual wolf.
They're like little horses. They're huge.
Humongous. Yeah. Like that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So you think, I don't care what branch of the military you're in.
All right.
I don't care
wolf.
What your rank
wolf.
is.
We can go wolf.
A 4-star general is not beating a wolf.
Okay. I agree.
All right.
Third matchup, we got the Missouri Tigers.
Uh-huh.
Which it's a very dumb looking mascot.
Yeah, he's got his pupils are humongous, so he's been doing some drugs.
It looks like somebody hit him in the face with a frying pan.
He's got some hard drugs he's been on.
Versus the Syracuse Orangeman, which is
orange.
So it's like a Mr. Potato Head, but instead of a potato, it's an orange.
Yeah, so pretty easy there.
Yeah. Well, orange.
Is as dumb as that tiger looks.
Yeah, Missouri beats an orange.
Yeah.
A tiger beats an orange.
Okay.
Unless it gets in his eyes.
It's
You
still,
get a little of that orange juice in your eye, though.
But what is an orange gonna do to a?
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
To a tiger.
Yeah. So then we've got the Washington State Cougars versus the Illinois Fighting Illini, which Fighting Illini is a type of Indian.
Washington
Or Native American,
Wait,
sorry. Washington State Cougars. They're red and silver. And black, I think, or white. I might not have. No, I did go. Wash State.
Oh, Wash State mascot. Okay, so Cougars and then...
A Native American from Illinois.
Yeah.
With no weapons. I'm leaning Cougar.
It's a hard... Well, like, he doesn't have any weapons.
If he had a bow.
If he had a bow and arrow or a staff or a spear or anything, I would say Indian, no doubt.
Even some kind of dagger made out of a stone.
Yeah.
But he's just got feathers.
Yeah. There's no weapons on him.
And Cougars have plenty of weapons.
Yeah. Have you seen Ricky Bobby? Because I think you could probably train one, though.
Maybe.
Because he was in the car with that one. You
But
just got to don't show it fear.
These are to the death, though.
Yeah, but as long as you don't show it fear. Indians don't have a lot of fear, I would imagine.
But
other than, smallpox or whatever.
He's going to choke it out.
I mean, I'd definitely say Cougar's still winning.
Cougar.
But
Yeah. We just got to be thorough.
What we got next?
I don't want to get in trouble again.
Oh, gosh.
Then we've got the Arkansas Razorbacks which is a big old hog, feral hog,
Yep.
versus the Virginia Cavaliers.
With no weapons.
But the cavalry, he's on a horse. That's what the cavalry is.
Yeah. But this guy's not on a horse in any pictures.
Okay. Does he have any weapons?
Mm-mm.
Well, that's his own fault then.
Okay. Virginia Cavaliers mascot. This guy, okay, so they have a mascot version, like big goofy looking head, and then they also have an actual guy that rides around on a horse with a sword.
Yeah, that's what the cavalry...
Yeah, but so we're just going off of what they actually have. Like if it was just a guy, like because they've got just a mascot, but then they've got this guy.
But they've got that guy.
So if that mascot didn't have a horse and he didn't have a weapon, then I think it would be more of an even fight.
Yeah.
But since he does have a sword and a horse, there's no way an Arkansas
feral hog.
Did you know?
That's what got Old Yeller. That's what cut up old buddy's leg in Old Yeller.
Did you know that Arkansas is the only state in that Bible?
In the Bible?
Mm-hmm.
What joke is this? What homeschool joke you about to tell me?
This is not a homeschool joke.
What you got?
These are facts.
Why?
Noah looked out the ark and saw.
Which homeschool class did you get that from? Was that from Bible Man or the Veggie Tales?
I think it's just like a youth group
Gosh,
joke, like somebody said one day.
The ark and saw.
Yep.
Razorback loses to the
absolutely
to a cat. To
so next
cavalry. Next up, we've got the Washington Huskies versus the Michigan State Spartans.
Oh.
Yeah, and this Spartan is jacked.
Yeah, he is so jacked.
He looks.
A husky is a
dog.
Yeah, but it's a domesticated dog at this point.
Yeah,
so
it's done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you see the picture I've got of you where it's kissing the puppy?
Yeah.
Yeah, done.
Yeah. So
Michigan State by landslide. Then we've got Mississippi State Bulldogs versus Duke Blue Devils.
It's the devil.
Yeah, it's got to be. I wish it wasn't because I have a Bulldog.
Yeah, but the devil is going to beat your Bulldog.
You're right.
There's no.
You're right.
We can't get around the fact that
if Arizona State Sun Devils
we already screwed up
can
once.
beat a LSU Tiger, it can take a Bulldog.
But we had LSU Tigers winning that one.
But that was our fault. That was the officiating. But I'm just saying.
Still,
it ain't beating a Bulldog. Or a Bulldog's not beating the devil.
All right.
Last one. The Utah Utes.
Which is
some kind of condor
like a hawk
or falcon or eagle or something versus the Maryland Terrapins, which is a turtle.
Pretty easy.
Yep. Bird.
Yep. Bird will eat a turtle.
It'll pick him up by his shell,
drop
fly up 100 feet,
1,000 feet,
drop him on some stones.
Yep. I agree.
It's all over but the crime.
100%.
Yep.
And so that
goes the first
round one.
That's round one is over.
Yeah. And so now it's the Sweet 16.
Nope. Round of 32.
The terrific 32.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Do
they have a name for it?
No, it's just the round of 32.
Dirty 32.
Sure. This is episode 32.
This is episode 32.
What?
It's too bad we couldn't get to that
this
week.
That's good. It's all cyclical. It all comes together like a puzzle. But so next week or the next, are we going to try and do?
So actually next week we won't have an episode unless
you're going on another rich man vacation.
I'm thinking about doing like a best of episode. We've got 32 hours of footage at this point.
Yeah.
We would have
more
30.
Than that.
We would have 30. Yeah. We've got more than 32 hours worth of footage. Maybe
we can do like a montage,
a couple of clips that I can pull,
like a wedding slideshow.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'll pull from all the clips that you've made from the episodes so far. That'll be easy.
So 32 episodes, 0 clips.
0 clips. Yeah. Because one of us actually does something.
Yeah.
To do with the podcast. The other person just sits back.
You can work on my transmission, and I'll make some clips. You're not working on your
transmission.
Somebody's going to.
That's idle time for you, big boy.
Man.
But yeah, so I think maybe next week will be like a little best of episode for the first 32.
Which, if you've ever wondered on any like sitcoms or shows you watch or anything, when they have like a compilation or montage or best of in the middle of a season, just because there were some scheduling conflicts. Yeah. That's all that means.
That's what this will be as well.
Well, if we have to not be able to shoot one every 32 weeks, we'll be all right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we still don't know where we're going yet. We're going somewhere.
So you just don't want to shoot a podcast. Lee, we're going somewhere.
I gotta fix my transmission. I can't.
Hey, I'm here, ain't I?
Barely. But yeah, we're going on a trip in the van with Jason. This weekend was kind of like our
practice.
Let's test it. Yeah, see if he's okay with it.
He did all right.
Oh, he loved it. He loved every second of it. So we're either going to Texas to go to Big Bend, Texas.
What is that?
Big Bend. It's a national park. That's the Rio Grande runs through it. We might like canoe down the Rio Grande.
Big Bend. I thought you were going to go see like Ben Roethlisberger in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Big Bend.
Oh.
Yeah, like bend over.
Is that how you say bend?
Yeah.
Bend
over.
Bend over.
Bend over. But yeah, we're either going there or we're going north to go like see some like season changing.
Going to Vermont, see the leaves change.
We're going. If we go north, we're going West Virginia for sure. Maybe Virginia to go to DC. Meg's got some friends up there.
Look, I appreciate the practice run.
Yeah.
It's a little further away than Tannehill.
Oh, well, we're going. Actually, we didn't go as far as Tannehill.
Y'all got the Mercedes. Lake Lurleen's 10 minutes away.
We had to test run it.
Jason liked it when it was stationary. He's going to get around he's going to get around
Arkansas.
If you go that way to West Virginia.
Definitely not.
If you're going to get into South Carolina, and he's going to be like, all right,
also,
this van's cool or whatever.
Also, I need to talk about the fact that my wife has no idea where any state is in relation to the other states. Because I said,
hey, you're on 10.
I know, we're fine. We're fine. Okay. I said, hey, let's go to.
Did you get clearance to talk about
No, but she doesn't listen to podcasts, so it's fine.
Oh, that's true.
So at one point we were talking about going to Montana, right?
Cool.
And she said, okay, well, my sister lives in Arizona, so we can just hop on over to Arizona. She was like, she'll be so upset if we don't go see her when we're over there. And I was like,
Montana's straight up.
yeah. So I was like,
you could go through Arizona.
You're going to spend as much time going to Arizona as you would trying to get to Montana.
Yeah.
And once we got to Montana, it would have been roughly the same amount of time to go from Montana to where she lived in Arizona.
Yeah. It's a big triangle.
So then I said, well, maybe we heard from a friend that Yellowstone this time of year, they shut all the roads down for storms and all that stuff, snowstorms. So we're like, well, we can't go there. I was like, maybe we'll go to Texas.
October?
Yeah. It snows in the middle of June.
Yeah,
my parents were there in June and it snowed last year.
All right.
But so I said, well, maybe we'll go to Big Bend. And she was like, oh, well, that's close. We'll just go to Arizona. I was like, it's another 12 hours. It's like, you have no idea. She literally said, she was like, well, I don't know where it is.
Dang.
It's like, it's all the way on the other side of the country.
Y'all could just talk about Boston, too.
Yeah, might as well. Let's go to New York since we're going to Texas. Like,
you can do it.
Yeah, but probably not the best idea.
Well,
not the best use of time. But anyway, so we're going somewhere. We're excited about it.
Cool.
For a week. So
3/4 that'll be driving.
If we go to West Virginia, it's only like 8 or 10 hours, something like that. So it's not that bad.
Really?
We'll probably stop along the way.
You go through. Do you take 65 north as far as you can, then go east?
I don't even know.
Because it's 8 to Charlotte.
Yeah, but Charlotte, you would have to go like that to get to West Virginia. We're just going.
So you're taking 65 north,
probably
through a couple of states.
Who knows?
I don't know. I've never been to West Virginia.
But yeah, so this week I heard some fantastic news. Apple is saving the planet. By taking away, when you buy a brand new iPhone for $1,000,
more than that, but yeah,
you will get your phone, a little information packet, and you'll get a charging cable. 2 stickers that nobody ever uses.
Yeah.
And then you'll get your charging cable, but you will no longer get a charging block.
Why?
Because they said there's like the number that they threw out there was like a ridiculous number. Like there's 2 million charge blocks that are Apple charge blocks that are out in the wild right now. So there's 2 million of these guys.
I bet there's more than that.
Well, it was a crazy number,
including the iPad and the because the iPad one's the big one. Which life hack for you, that won't charge an iPad for nothing.
Well, no, it needs more current.
The big one will charge your phone in about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, so they're doing away. They're saying
they're getting rid of the little ones.
You will no longer get these in the box.
I don't need those
because since there's 2 million of them, it would be a waste, like for the planet, for us to create these. Okay, so with the new iPhones, the new iPhone cable is a Lightning cable on one end, and then USB-C on the other end.
The new USB cord.
So all 2 million of these
don't work.
So
do you want me to break that down for you in aggressively medium style?
Sure.
It cost Apple too much money, which per unit is probably like 50 cents to make new ones that are compatible with USB-C.
Well, so here's the other thing is they said, we don't want you to have to we don't want to have to make a whole bunch of these anymore. So if we don't make a whole bunch of these anymore, then we're not making them, and third-party suppliers won't make them either. So, like, the guys at Walmart will stop making these because there's no need to make them anymore. There's 2 million of them.
Because everything's running to USB-C.
But now you just created a whole nother problem because no longer can I charge my iPhone with this block.
So you
I've got
have
to
to
go find one from
block.
a third party who is not as eco-conscious as Apple. The guys over at Walmart don't care how green their product is. They're probably using all the nastiest chemicals and all that other stuff to make charge blocks as possible, whatever is the cheapest thing. So this doesn't make sense.
No.
Not at all. And they just created a supply need
Without the product.
without the product. So all these third-party companies are coming out.
I'm telling you, they couldn't get the cost of a block with a USB-C below their line. That's what it is.
That's fantastic.
Oh, no, it's still stupid.
You make $1,000 on a phone. It
That a
doesn't.
12-year-old made for $6.50.
Yeah, right before he jumped off the side of the building.
But got caught by a net,
Yeah.
a suicide net.
Yeah. But then he could
And
probably
then he chewed
just,
through the net and kept falling.
or just crawl to the end of the net
Yeah.
and then just.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's ridiculous to me.
Thanks,
it's
Apple.
completely ridiculous that like you created a problem now. Like
You know what it is, don't you?
what?
Tim Cook went to Auburn.
Oh yeah,
That's why Apple sucks now.
yeah. A bunch of dummies over there now running the company. But
And-
why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you
Not gonna go
not
there.
like? I didn't buy a Tesla without a charging cable.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna buy a product that I can't charge.
This goes to Apple too. So I have an iPhone 10, had it for a long time. I shattered my last one
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. Jumped through about 90 hoops to get their third party insurance to send me a new one, and it comes in the same kind of box,
Yeah.
and it comes with a
Charge cable
charge cable and a block, but it was not an Apple charge cable or block, and it's already broken.
Really?
It was like some Chinese knockoff.
That's wild.
That I didn't pay for that.
Yeah.
I paid for replacement. Well, I paid for a replacement phone. So I
But
guess.
still, I mean, if
Yeah.
you paid for the phone and it says Apple, iPhone, whatever,
And then the
I would
block.
expect-
Yeah, it came in like a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
The cord did, and it's already broken.
dude, some freaking drug cartel guy just sent you that phone.
Yeah.
There's probably drug cartel that are running refurbished iPhones,
Yeah.
and they're over there just boxing them up and putting them in Ziploc bags. That,
Yeah. It was
like-
awful.
yeah.
That's Apple for you. Well,
It's just
I didn't want
create
to.
the dumbest problem,
I don't want to pile on bad news, but Pizza Huts are going out of business.
bro.
I know you're upset about it.
Pizza Hut had good pizza.
You-
Decent for
yeah.
a chain restaurant.
I'm not big on Pizza Hut.
But the buffet deal,
CC's is better.
no,
Yeah.
no.
For sure.
Trash pizza. CC's is trash
They're,
pizza.
they're both trash pizza.
Pizza Hut is less trash for the same price.
Tell that to those empty buildings around town.
Well-
CC's running hot.
I don't know. I ain't been to CC's, but yeah, there were, let's see, 1, 2,
Four.
3. There were 4 in Tuscaloosa. And now there's one
Yep.
that is a carry out only.
And it's as far away as humanly possible.
It depends on where you live.
Anywhere other than by the movie theater. It's so far away.
You could say that about the Northport one to you.
People that I could get to the Northport one way faster than I could.
No, because it takes you an hour to get to my house.
You
Every
live
time I call
real
you
far away.
and I say, "Hey, you ready?" and then you're like, "Yeah, I'm leaving the house," and then it's an hour later you're at my
busy.
house.
I'm
You are
busy.
not busy.
I got a walking baby.
What were you doing today? It took you an hour to get to my house.
I was with my baby.
Oh my gosh!
I stopped to get you a drink.
But you didn't, did
They
you?
didn't have them.
Well, that took 30 minutes.
It did.
To stop and get a
I didn't say
drink?
anything took 30 minutes.
I'm just saying.
Hey.
Historically, when you tell me I'm on my way,
Historically,
an hour later you're at my house.
you moved to a real hard place to get to quick.
Everybody else lives. I bet you. Next time you text me that you're leaving, you're on your way, I'm gonna drive my car to your house.
You'll pass me halfway.
I will drive to your house and back to my house before you get to my house.
That'd be fine.
just to prove.
I got stuff going on.
Not really.
I'm busy.
No, don't use that.
I'm busy. Yeah, I'm a small business owner.
Small business.
I'm just telling you. I know
small
you're upset about Pizza Hut, but don't take it out on me.
So Pizza Hut has filed for bankruptcy.
Did they?
Yeah. 163 Pizza Hut restaurants are up for sale after franchisee files for bankruptcy. So this is over 150 Pizza Hut branches in 26 states are up for sale after the chain's largest franchisee filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Oh, you know what? That means one guy owned 150 of them, and he went under.
Yep.
Dude.
Yep.
So Pizza Hut might have been okay as a corporation. This guy just made half their stores close. First off, don't give half of your stores to the same guy.
Well, if he's opening up restaurants left and right and they're making money, I'm not going to tell him no.
Apparently not.
Well, not now.
Yeah.
You got an economic downturn in the U.S.
Pizza Hut doesn't have any fact checkers in there? Their investment fact checkers? Apparently not.
I don't know how easy it is to get a franchise for Pizza Hut.
Evidently, they don't.
Apparently, this guy owned at least 3 of the 4 in Tuscaloosa, and then also the one in Demopolis, because the one in Demopolis closed too.
And 25 other states.
And 25 other states. So that's crazy that he owned all of the we don't know for sure that he owned all those, but we can
the franchisee he's the.
But we don't know that it was just that franchisee that owned the 3 of them. It could have been other franchisers that had the.
Well,
it's not likely,
man,
but
stuff's turning into ghost towns.
Yeah,
like we said, it was going to happen.
Pizza truck.
Hey, we lost Little Italy, and now
Trash.
3 Pizza Huts.
Trash.
They're
Little
not
Italy
here.
wasn't good.
It's the only thing there, though.
I had never been to Little Italy and had a piece of pizza that I was like, nah, it's not bad.
Well, it's $5.
Our pizza's gonna be $5, and it's gonna be way better than that.
Okay,
It is.
good.
Facts.
I'm telling you right now, somebody is writing this down, and they're going to beat us to it if you don't hush on live television.
Live television.
Talking
about like 40, 50 people that listen to it.
Hey, you better hope one of them ain't an entrepreneur.
Well, you're supposed to be talking.
Huh?
Never mind. We'll talk about it later. I don't want to give all our information away.
Oh, I don't either. That's why I clammed up. I'm done.
Well,
we've talked about this. I'm done talking to people about my plans.
Yeah. Have you ever eaten at the California Underground pizza place here in town?
No.
Horrible.
Really?
Yeah. I listened to another podcast, the Neighbors podcast, this week, and they talked about how
The Right Here Neighbors?
Yeah.
Okay.
His sons have a
the Bidenites.
No,
2
not
houses down.
No. But the next door neighbor, his son has a podcast, and him and his buddy talked about, it's kind of a similar, like just 2 guys back and forth.
Yeah.
They
but
talked
they're
about,
children.
I think they're in college.
Oh, well, they're children. Okay,
Yeah,
so they're
well.
children.
Anyways,
Anyway.
they're college children, and they talked about California Underground. And I was like, yeah, I remember. I've been there twice. First time I thought maybe it was a fluke. Maybe I just didn't get it right or something. When the second time, it was just as bad as the first time.
Yeah.
Just trash. If you're going to open up a restaurant, make it good quality stuff.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to have that hard of a problem selling to people.
Yeah. Restaurants hard. Food industry's real difficult.
Yeah, especially when your truck's transmission goes out. It makes it even harder, I would imagine.
But if you hey, I'm the king of making it work. My middle name is Figure It Out.
Figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It might be held together with duct tape, but I'm figuring it
as long
out.
as it passes health code. That's all that matters.
Which it did.
Yeah.
We made a 98. And the 2 points weren't on me. They were on my commissary.
Really?
I made 100. Yeah.
-2.
Well, I made 100.
-2.
No. My commissary got my 2 points off. Yep.
Well, speaking of dumb ideas,
So
California.
we're going three in a row of bad things.
I guess so.
Granted, I don't really care about this one.
Yeah, you made it pretty clear that you
Yeah.
don't think anything of this one. But
I really don't. Well, let's talk about it. California
has decided by the year 2035,
Yeah.
you will no longer be able to buy a gasoline-powered vehicle in their state.
Oh, my God.
That's a lot. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You won't be able to buy a gasoline-powered vehicle.
We told restaurants to shut down for 6 months and nobody batted an eye. Now I'm worried about a used car salesman.
I think everybody batted an eye.
Well, not really. Nothing happened. Nothing changed.
Who wasn't worried about restaurants closing down for 6 months?
We're trying
I
to
think
save.
everybody was worried
We're trying to
about
save
that.
the planet. That's all California's doing.
Yeah.
You remember that idea I had about the hat that had a donkey's rear end on the front of it? No. And when we had arguments about stuff, I was going to put it on and be a left-wing Democrat. Yeah. We're going to do that now.
We're going to do that now.
Yeah. You don't care about the planet.
I think it's ridiculous to say that you're going to ban the sales of almost the only way to power cars right now successfully. Like, I get that we want to start moving towards electric vehicles, which I'm cool with because I have an electric vehicle. I love it. The upsides are amazing, but there's a lot of other things that have to happen.
There's zero mass infrastructure.
Yeah,
for electric cars,
other than Tesla's. Tesla has the charging system.
Yeah, but somebody that's driving a '89 Ford Ranger isn't going to trade in their old car for a Tesla.
Yeah. No. Well, even so. GM, Ford, all the big.
They've all got electric cars.
Well, they're coming out.
And they're working with,
yeah, they're working on. But I also read an article yesterday that Tesla just came out with. So the Model 3, which is the one that I've got, actually every single vehicle in their lineup, they approved efficiencies in their lineup by like 10%, and so all their existing cars, efficiencies went up 10%. Which blew every other automaker that's coming. Like, everybody was kind of like, they were getting kind of close to having like similar ranges as Teslas for their cars that are coming out like next year or the year after. And then Tesla just blew them out of the water.
Well, they should. Tesla, that's all Tesla does.
Yeah. But
Ford's got way more fish to fry than the new electric car.
Well, so their electric pickup truck is not even going to come close to the range that the Tesla truck is going to come.
But that thing looks like a kid drew it.
It does. But if you're looking strictly at like, what's the main concern? Like, my main concern with getting an electric vehicle was how far is it going to be able to go on a charge? And so if I'm getting 315 miles of range today out of an electric vehicle that was made 2 years ago, and Ford's going to come out with a vehicle that's not even going to get that amount in 2 years from now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy a Ford.
I hear you.
I'm going to buy a Tesla or whoever else is coming out with whatever they're coming out with that's going to have the most range or the most capability. That's what I want to buy.
Yeah.
But the upside to electric vehicles is amazing. But
unless you've ever seen a lithium plant or a lithium mine.
Oh, I don't care about. I mean, I don't care about how we're fracking for oil and all that other stuff.
Oh, it's way worse than oil fracking, as far as displacement of nature.
Well, so Battery Day, which was like a big Tesla shareholders meeting / we're going to show you all the new innovations that we have coming out. They are doing away with like lithium mines and all that stuff. They've found lithium deposits in just like in normal place, like in Arizona or no, it's Nevada. Mm-hmm. They said they found enough lithium through this new process that they've created, enough lithium to fuel every car that's existing on the market right now.
Yeah.
Like not just Teslas, but like every gas powered vehicle, every Tesla, every vehicle that's on the road right now.
So I'm not against electric cars.
Yeah.
I just don't want somebody making me get a car that they haven't also built up the infrastructure for.
Yeah. No, and that's exactly
Don't force me to do something that you hadn't gotten right yet.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say with I think it's ridiculous.
And then they think they can do it by 2035?
Yeah. It's not happening.
No.
Not happening.
No.
There's no way which infrastructure would be you have a home charger. because that's the way that most people charge their electric vehicles is they have a home charger, which you can plug up to any outlet.
Yeah.
So like technically infrastructure is not that big of it. It cost me $30 to put a plug outside for my electric car.
Yeah.
But still, I don't like the fact that like you're doing away with what's doing good for right now. Like you're just saying, hey, if you're making non-electric vehicles by 2035, you can't sell them in our state.
Yeah.
But also, you know, I had a discussion with somebody at the fire station the other day where they said, well, they're going to put, you know, all these like gas plants and blah, 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 all this other stuff. And it's like, well, at one point, you know, people thought it was ridiculous to drive around in a gas-powered vehicle. They're like, my horse doesn't run on gas. My horse will go forever.
Yeah.
As long as it gets some food and water every now and then. So there's a change that's coming, and I think it will be, it's going to happen eventually. I don't think we need to say by 2035 you can't sell another gas-powered vehicle.
But that's the same thing. Nobody said the horse and buggy people have to get rid of their horse and buggy.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to upgrade to the steam engine or coal-powered engine, cool. But if you want to keep running a log burning fire to run your or whatever, steam or a horse or whatever,
you weren't made
go
to get
for
rid
it.
of your horse and buggy.
You didn't have to sell your horses just because a car's around now.
Yeah. And I think it's the same concept should apply now.
But California.
Yeah, California is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be a thing that actually happens either. I think somebody else will get voted into office and go,
yeah,
hey,
the
that was
governor's
dumb.
the one that did all this.
Yeah.
He's not going to be the governor in 2035.
No, absolutely not.
So
he'll be out of the, you know.
Probably the next election. People are pretty mad at him. And people are leaving California by the truckload.
Yep. But I've heard a thing that a lot of Texans are, you know, they're not pushing back, but they're also
they don't
saying,
want all them crazy folks coming to Texas.
What they're saying is don't leave where you were to make our state what you want it to be.
Yep.
You're coming because you want lower taxes.
You're leaving because of the stuff you voted for.
Yeah, yeah. So
don't bring
when
that
you come to Texas. Hey, just let us. The reason you moved, there was a reason you moved here.
Yeah.
Don't become the reason that people move away.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, you know, to be mandated to do all these things and you want to have all these restrictions, then stay in California.
Yeah.
But if you don't, move to Texas. Let everybody do what they're going to do. Own your guns. Don't own your guns. Whatever. You're not. Nobody's forcing you to own a gun. Mm-mm. So don't force me not to own a gun.
Right.
But yeah, there's a mass exodus right now of people leaving California.
Do you have a personal gun?
Yeah.
Other than your shotgun?
I got 2 shotguns.
2 shotguns?
Yeah. I want a handgun.
Get one.
I'm thinking about it.
They're fun.
Yeah. I like handguns. I got to figure out what I want.
Yep. Then you got to get a case for it.
Yeah. And a holster. Because if I had it, I would want it on me.
You can carry it. Yep. Got to. There's no point in having one under your bed if you're in a parking lot getting mugged.
If I get under my bed, I got 2 shotguns. I'll just pull those out.
But don't mug me. I got a gun at home. Like that. What is that? That's not really effective.
I try to have a debate with my dad, or a discussion with my dad about as Christians, we're supposed to turn the other cheek, but we're also like extremely trigger happy. We're like,
in what sense?
You come into my house, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Come into my house, I'm gonna kill you. That's not what Jesus wouldn't say that.
He didn't.
Yeah. He would say turn the other cheek. Because here's the thing. Are we here for what's gonna happen on this earth?
You're right.
We're here for what's gonna happen in eternity. So if a killer comes in and he kills me, he goes to prison, right? Maybe he finds Highlands while he's there. Maybe when, he kills me, my wife's on the stand going, hey, look, we forgive you. God forgives you. All this other stuff. And changes his life for the better. And then he goes to heaven. Is my life worth more than him going to hell?
But it's so gray.
It is.
Because then what if I say, well, what about all the people you were going to impact, but now you're dead? And now all those people didn't get to experience Josh. Yeah. So it
could be, yeah.
It's
Which you would hope that like your legacy would help some of that, like your wife and your kids and all that other stuff. And then people might hear the story about, what happened and then how your wife was so forgiving or whatever.
No, you're right. I mean, there's examples of that in the past. That's all good and well, but you don't really want to have a debate off of what ifs.
I just think it's an interesting thought process that we're,
because Peter cut the guy's ear off.
And Jesus put it back on.
And that's only because Peter was a bad shot, basically. Because he was going for his head and lopped his ear off.
Yeah.
He did. But
you think it was that bad? Or
that's what it was. He wasn't trying to cut the dude's ear off. He was trying to cut his head off.
Really?
Yeah. That was what it was.
The soldier, I think the soldier probably just moved.
He probably did. But
moved and nicked him.
Well, yeah. He was going to cut his head off and got his ear.
Yeah. And Jesus was like, nope.
But he didn't say, because of that, you're out.
Yeah.
So.
But he didn't ever say that you were out for anything.
Right, I know. So if you're defending your family.
Yeah. I'm not saying you're going to hell if you kill somebody that walks in your house.
No.
But also.
It's a delicate, gray, fuzzy.
All lives matter.
They do.
Until they're in my house. Apparently.
But mine matters just as much as yours.
Depends on which way you look at it.
No, they're all the same.
My life is supposed to be for other people.
I agree.
So if my life is supposed to be other people, well, you might have given that person a chance.
That's one of the. There's 1,000 rabbit trails that come off of that thought.
But it's just I've had discussions with other people that it's like we believe really strongly that unborn babies should live. But we also are extremely, hey, if you're a pedophile, you should die. It's like
they should die.
Well, but there's a lot of people that is like death penalty. We need to kill all the killers.
This is a big part of the new progressive Christianity.
Yeah,
that we're almost done. We can't start talking about that because I could talk about that for days. Yeah. But what's the phrase? Anna showed me a video of one of her friends. You can't pro-life can't just mean babies.
Absolutely.
But then you get into we put people in prison and we had those kids in cages on the border and we don't just give health care to people for free. And
I mean,
but those are two different. That's not the same thing. It's two different arguments.
Well,
in my opinion.
Yeah, yes and no.
Because the baby, I'm trying to help the one without a voice.
Yeah.
That's completely different than providing free health care for every person on the planet, no matter what it costs. But so
but I mean, there is like it's an interesting line that we've created that we say. We say all lives matter and we say, pro-life, but then we're extremely trigger happy.
Yeah.
That like people almost boast. It's like, oh, you come to my house, you gonna die. Like I'm gonna kill you if you come to my house. It's like, should we be that open with that?
No, but I was taught that you should never pull a gun
unless you mean to kill somebody.
Unless the person it's pulled at it will die.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so there's I feel like you could, and of course I have no idea because my house has never been broken into while I was home.
Yeah.
But I would hope to think that I would just get you immobilized at gunpoint until the cops got there.
But that's
what I would like to think.
You have zero training in that respect, and your
professional training, yes.
Your adrenaline starts spiking.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Lose motor functions when your adrenaline spikes.
I would like to. I would.
Yeah, everybody would like
just
to think
sitting here talking. I would try to just immobilize them.
But in that moment, I don't think.
Right, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen in the moment because I mean.
And also what Biden said at his town hall about we need to train cops how to shoot to maim, not shoot to kill. And that, like every cop on the planet has come in and be like, that's the dumbest thing. You don't shoot somebody in the leg to immobilize them. That's not what you do with a gun.
Yeah.
You don't use it to like trip somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
no, you're right. It's
an interesting topic for discussion.
But it's because historically Christians have also been very like individual rights and like don't tread on me, let me do it.
But
so just that those two things have kind of tracked together as far as my property, my life, which I agree with
to an extent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if somebody...
But the buckshot that's in my shotgun is not going... I mean, it doesn't matter where you shoot them.
Right.
I could shoot you in the leg.
Yeah.
It's taking your whole leg off.
Right.
And unless I get down there, get your gun away from you, and then apply a tourniquet.
No, you're right.
And then hope to God that, like, I mean, it's just...
So then we should all have baseball bats under our mattress instead of guns and just wail the fire out of somebody.
I don't know where the line is. And it's
honestly, I don't think there is an actual like line as far as like
when you get back to Jesus, you know, Peter cut the guy's ear off and Jesus was like, that's not how we do things.
Yeah.
And then put his ear back. Like, I mean,
you're right.
I don't know.
But I
don't know. It's a great discussion though. Like this is a way that I think as Christians we need to grow and think about things in different ways. And I don't think
there's a definite right or I don't know if there's a definite right or wrong.
The thing is, there's grace for all of it,
right?
Because we're going to make mistakes.
But then that can go down to I can do anything I want. Then
I mean, if you believe that, but also there's grace because we don't know everything,
right?
You know, that's the good part about grace, not the perversion of it, but
the misuse of it, But that's the same thing about Jesus turning the tables over and Antifa.
Well, that's ridiculous.
We rioted in cities, but Jesus flipped tables over in the church, so it's the same thing. No, it's not. No.
If somebody was in your house doing stuff that you didn't like them doing, you'd tell them to get out.
Yeah. And you'd probably throw their stuff out behind them.
Yeah.
Which is what Jesus did. Yeah.
Your house. Yeah.
Yeah. Not some business downtown.
Yeah.
That you throw a brick through their window.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. But...
Anyways,
that was episode 32.
Yeah,
so
32. And
you'll be
33 might be a best of episode,
which I
just
think will be
depends
great.
If I have time to do it or not.
I'll help you.
Okay,
I'll give you your jump drive back. It has the first couple episodes on it.
Yeah,
but
anyways,
guys,
thanks for listening, everybody. We're gonna go deal with life now.
Yeah, we got a lot to do.
Yeah,
but appreciate it, guys. As always, follow us. Talk to us, ask us questions, let us know what you like or don't like.
Yep.
And we'll see y'all
next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you.